I'm saying. Do you agree? Do you agree that it, it's something to march about, or is it, or were the cops right this time?
I'm not trying to get into that just yet. I didn't watch the video yet either, so I really can't judge. I can really only go off of what you're saying. I just heard the young boy
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Got clipped, but
Okay, we can say that for later.
Yeah, we'll let you in on it later. We'll let you on it later, but we are recording. My name is Michael Beasley. Ash is here, Cam's here, and this is episode 23 of Beasley's Lounge podcast. Welcome back to the virtual lounge, guys. Hey, I'm gonna get some maracas or something for the virtual lounge once we once we get like Cinco de Mayo or some shit, because we're probably still gonna be doing this shit.
Oh, I was like, that's a year away. But, all right.
Nah, I know. I'm just mentally preparing everyone during Corona. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, how's everyone's mental? Everyone doing well? Yes?
Doing all right.
Okay.
Everyone is doing well.
Doing all
right. Okay. We have a guest with us today.
Yes, we do. We have a guest. Hello.
Hi.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce her for us, Ash? Appreciate it.
Yeah, so you guys, if you've been actively watching, listening, what have you, I said I was going to start doing a small business segment where I'm introducing different small businesses. Start with my Black-owned because it is what it is. But so I have a special friend with me today. And I'll let her introduce herself and her business's shit is popping. I think it's an amazing idea as I constantly get my nails done myself and may not always want to or have time to see my nail tech. So I will let her introduce herself and her business.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Sade Robinson, and I actually am the owner of a custom handmade press-on nail business. And the name of my business is Day Press Nails. And the passion behind that name is really what I said, like day press. They're press-on nails. These are nails that I get excited about. I feel like my clients get excited about. And they just have everybody talking. They have them pressed. So that's where it came from, So like she said, small Black business owner, really just starting out. And I always like to emphasize, like, I'm learning. I'm a sponge. I'm learning every single day about new things that I can do to enhance my artistry, my customer service, all those things with being a first-time business owner. But like Ashley said, with the pandemic that we're experiencing, unfortunately, it has brought out some fortunate things, like some of our more creative sides and business savvy sides. And art has been always something that I've been passionate about. I haven't really shared much about it, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm ready and able to do that. And I express my art through press-ons.
Nice. So as far as the designs themselves, do they, you have preset designs, or can they just kind of like send you a picture of what they want? Have you had that happen? People send a picture of like some design they want and you just have to create off of that?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of the sets that I really gear toward are custom, but I do have pre-made sets that I do on my page. Like I might have like a 20-piece set, which I know I don't want to get into boring people, but like it might be all the sets of or all the size nails twice, so that you already have a set that's made, but you're not waiting to maybe get a sizing kit or measure your nails yourself. And those are going to be the kits that can just go out the door. Then I do have women and men, or whoever wants them, children too, women, kids. That want press-on nails, and they'll send me a picture, and I'm again, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm still learning, so I'm very open with what I can and can't do. I don't do anything that I don't feel passionate about or I think is halfway. So definitely most of my orders though are custom, and everything that I do is handmade. That's not a sticker, that's not a decal, that's me doing
this is fire. This is
And
fire.
if you do want foil or you do want stickers, of course I can do that, but I gear more towards doing everything by hand, which enhances the artistry and then the rareness too of it all.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are they shellacked?
No, well,
That's all I. That's all I know. They
That's all you
shellacked.
know.
I don't like the word shellac, but yeah, I guess so. They're all my polishes. All my nails are painted with gel polish. There are a lot of different types of gels, in different styles and different brands, but I don't do anything with regular polish. They're all gel polishes. So yes, and I have not ventured into things like dip powder and things like that, but those are more of acrylic based things. But right now, most of my sets are done with gel polish and acrylic paint if it permits.
Well, as you grow, you can get into the dips and all of these other tech terms I don't have no idea about. Like I said, all I know is
I
shellac.
don't know. I'm lost right now. They said dips and
Oh, y'all
shellacs.
not lost. Y'all not lost. Y'all know. Y'all heard
I'm
about it
lost.
before.
I'm lost. But I do have a question as well. So you started this out of what? Out of boredom? Out of some kind of inspiration? Out of
Um,
what? Did you
that's
lose
a
your
good
Did you lose your
question.
job during the pandemic? What's the story behind it? Behind
So,
starting it?
during the day, I actually do something completely different. I'm a quality control, quality assurance analyst for a mortgage company.
Okay.
Um, if you knew, I know Ashley personally, I know I don't know y'all personally, but if you know me, I'm so into like nails, like nail art in general. Like if you could go and look at my iPhone album, you like the nail designs that I've had from my nail tech, who is also a black woman, are crazy. And that was kind of like a collaborative thing that we did. And I'm like, if I could draw this or I can put this on paper, or I can speak this, why can't I do it myself? You know what I'm saying? So, did I have more time because of the pandemic? Yes, I've been working from home since March. So, my job is pretty demanding. So, if I was in the office still, it might be days where I go to the office at 7 and don't leave until 8 or 9. Now I kind of
Mm.
have the ability where I'm kind of allowing myself to disconnect and do something that allows me to release stress or make someone else feel better or whatever the idea may be. But a lot of the times when you're in beauty or, cosmetics or things like that, we're all about enhancing, someone else. And it's bigging up myself too, because, compliments, I love language, words of affirmation. So, I love when people, get things from me or they say positive things about me, but it's really just more about making somebody else feel like popping or, allowing them to express themselves for something maybe that they can't do, but I can translate for them. But
Mm.
the pandemic definitely gave me the time, but I've always been very interested in nail art. So that's not anything new. I'm true to that.
Word, word, word,
Independence.
word.
I like that.
Well, yeah. Now that you got the business shaking, what's the ultimate? Well, I'm not gonna say ultimate, but what's some of the future goals that you may have for the business?
Well, I got a lot of things, I got a lot of
Trying,
things I want
trying
to
to partner
do.
up with any brands or anything like that, or
Right now, I'm not really interested, I guess, in doing anything as far as partnering up with other brands. But I guess when you say a brand, a person is a brand too. I do have some nail technicians that I follow, or other girls that make press-on nails that I would love to, maybe in the future get a collab going with, where we can do, like some sets. Do want to do more as far as giving back as well. Like I know this year, of course, is a little bit different because we don't have like prom and those formals and things like that. But I would love to get into doing like maybe some nail art things with, maybe some youth or even women if they're interested. Day Press is going to ultimately be a brand. More than nails. I want to get into cosmetics more, like developing things, of course, that can go along with my press on nails, but then branching out for things that are, maybe guys, may want to, like hats and shirts and clothing, things as far as branding or having merchandise for my business. But right now, I'm really focusing on building up my clientele, giving great product and educating myself, educating others, especially our youth if I can, because like you said, as a pandemic we get bored, kids get bored for sure. So thank God we have things like technology where we can do Zoom and these type of podcasts or different web type of things. So I'm definitely interested in doing more of that eventually, but just building myself and my brand is what I'm really focused on right now.
It's a good move. Are you minority owned certified?
Minority owned certified meaning?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Meaning he might gotta get you hit. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Oh no, I hit my phone though.
That's what it means. That's what it means right there. You know what I mean?
Get these grants. Government giving out money.
Yes.
A lot of people not understanding.
A lot of the grants though, because I literally started this on July 23rd, 2020. So it's been just about a little over a month. They'll say you have to be established for a certain amount of time. I still have a lot of things that I need to get, straight to. Again, I'm just starting out, but I definitely am aware of some of the things that they have, some things I don't qualify for. But I definitely would appreciate any information I could get, because, this stuff is not cheap. It is not cheap at all.
Running the business isn't cheap.
No, and I need knowledge on more than just nails. I need the business part too. Share any resources you have with me or everybody or whatever.
You got the nails. It's the business. That's what we all need. That's what we all need the knowledge on. You know what I mean? For sure. Yeah. For sure.
Do your taxes, people. Number one, do your taxes. Every time.
Every time.
Nah, that's a good tip. That's a good tip.
Every time.
Every single time. Every single time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, they can kind of. So from what I understand, they can send you measurements for their nails, and they do this by measuring it themselves, or do you send them a kit first and then they send it back, or how does that really work?
Well, it's a pretty good system, and that's again another good question. And once we end, I'll give everybody my social media, because I have a lot of highlights and instructions on my pages as well. But what you'll find is that a lot of people who do order press-on nails have done them before, but the misconception is that you can order from one person and that's your size all around. Everybody gets their nails from different manufacturers, so what I offer at this point is I give detailed instructions on how to measure your nails, which is done with like a soft measuring tape. You measure from the side to side of your nail bed, or you can get what you refer to and what is called is the sizing kit. So that's a custom kit that's made by me that contains all size nails of that particular shape that you inquire about. And I basically send that to you if you were out of state, in the mail. Right now I'm doing a special where I'm doing free local delivery of those. But out of state, for instance, I would charge like $5 for a sizing kit. And then what you would just do is you could either email me, text me, or DM me your measurements, because there's an actual card that I have made, and you would put what your actual numbers of each nail is that you measure. And then you would just send them back to me. And from there, you can keep your sizing kit. You don't have to mail it back to me. And I begin your order based on those sizes in that particular shape, because every nail is different. And there are so many different types of nail shapes and sizes that you can get. So that's basically how it works in terms of that. But a consultation happens before any ordering is done. Which is essentially, again, outlined on my Instagram and on my Instagram primarily, that shows you what's the step-by-step.
Awesome. Well, I love all the details and stuff like that. Yeah. That's Cam said.
Oh,
yeah. You got the packaging and everything. You got this branded packaging that you send it off to?
So my branded packaging is still under construction right now. I have a cute little way that I do it. I have my business cards and things that I need to have my little, day press mark. I'm still speaking with some manufacturers that aren't really giving me what I need right now, but I'm gonna get it through. But like I said, I'm only a little over a month in. Well, let's plug me in. That's all I need. Please plug me in. But yeah, so I'm interested in doing all of that. Like I said, I got really big plans. I just have things as far as execution that some merchants can do and they can't do, and I don't want to put out anything halfway. So right now I do what I can do to the best of me that still shows that this is day press nails, but eventually I would like the branded packaging, the branded everything, because yeah, you know how that goes. But I am still working on those things as far as, and I wish I could actually do it local. If anybody knows of anybody locally in Richmond, Virginia, that does, okay, there we go.
You've come to the right place. You're in a virtual lounge. You can literally get anything you need here.
I would love to get with somebody locally because I'm tired of the back and forth on WhatsApp. If we're being honest.
Yo, listen, WhatsApp is a different animal. It's annoying. WhatsApp is like one of the most annoying apps to ever use.
Yeah, it's
different time schedules.
Not for what I need.
They on different time schedules. People on the other side of the world, so you gotta wait for them to get up. You tired now? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's definitely been a journey.
Well, just so the people know before you get out of here, because I've made the mistake before of saying just by reading it, right, depressed, right? And y'all, it's not depressed, it's day emphasis on the accent mark, okay? Day press nails.
Yes, so I get confused. I always have to make this joke before anybody else says it. If you look at it and you look too fast, you'll miss the accent mark. It is not depressed nails. And a lot of people on Instagram call me Chardee. It is Charday. My name is Charday. That's where it came from. But it is day pressed nails. Now, of course, I can't put that on Instagram because it would read depressed nails. So my Instagram handle is DENAILS press. So day nails pressed instead of it saying day press nails.
Yeah, the press nails would have those would be some wild posts. those would be nails that haven't been groomed in decades and things of that nature. Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah, and that's what we're not going for. But everything,
we're not doing that.
You can see, day press nails pretty much everywhere. And then if you wanted to follow me on Twitter, it is the same handle, but there's an additional S because somebody tried to take my name.
Where's the additional S?
It's in the word press, so it would be DENAILS and then PRESSSED. So, but it is day press nails. Yes.
Well, Sade, not to be confused with Shardy. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Are you sticking around or what's going on? Is she staying? She going? What's happening? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because
we about to get into the shits.
I mean, we have other affairs to attend to. You know what I'm saying? And I actually made a buffoon of myself. So I'm gonna have to leave early because I have some matters that I have to attend to. So I'm just saying, if we're gonna get to it, let's get to it. You know. All right.
Well, we can get to it, Sade. Thank you so much.
Will.
Oh, thanks. All right. Hey.
And hanging out with us today.
Of course, and thank you for the opportunity. And please make sure you share that information. I need that.
I got you.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, you gotta link them up.
I will.
Okay. Can't always giving out the business game.
Always.
But yo, let's get to this shit, man. This is episode 23 of BC House Podcast. Good looks to Sade for stopping through. Talking about her day press. I was about to say it. I had to stop myself. Shout out to Day Press Nails. You know what I'm saying? She does have a dope business model. I fuck with that shit. I like it a lot, actually.
All right, I'm about to find IG.
This episode is brought to you by Means. Go to meanstm.com.
New shit coming soon. I don't know, 2-3 weeks maybe, but a lot of new shit.
There you
A
go.
lot of
There you go.
it. Trying to be obnoxious.
Rest in peace to
Send me off
Chadwick
to the
Boseman.
side.
I will.
Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P.
Mm.
R.I.P. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro, I've been reminded all over again. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's happened. Yeah, it happened early, man. It happened early in the week. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. You know. Tough to see that nigga go. But as with anyone before their time, you know. I think this one just hit so crazy because it's like, bruh, he was fighting cancer for 4 years.
Nobody knew nothing.
Didn't tell us.
Nobody knew.
Like, you know, some people, when they talked about, you know, thinking it was for a role, I think that had crossed my mind maybe the first year. I noticed him getting a little thinner. Then when I saw him judging, you know, NBA All-Star, I think it was, in my mind, I thought, okay, he might be sick, but if he was, we would know about it, right? So I didn't, you know, that thought came and went so quickly that I didn't rest on it. So, you know, it's just so sad because he was clearly very hardworking and still putting out a lot of content while he was sick and
not just the content. I mean, he was still doing like all of the media, all the press.
Yeah.
Still going on the junket.
He was still going to all these shows, yucking it up with all these fucking people. Probably some shit that 89% of actors hate doing. You know what I'm saying? Him probably included. You know, still did it.
Right.
Did all that shit. You know, that's kind of wild. That's really wild. It's really wild.
Shit is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. That night, that's not what I expected to come across my phone.
Yeah, it was shocking. But I mean,
life, bro. That's the only thing that's promised to us.
Yeah, life. Yeah.
Reminder to give people their flowers while they're here.
Stop teasing people online.
Chad his while he was here. I think a lot of people still gave him praise, but you know, for those just anybody across you don't feel like you pay enough or that you give enough respect to or what have you or recognize it enough. Just
we all gotta get our colons checked, man. Niggas is getting older. You know what I'm saying? That's a number. That's a killer of black men right there. Colon cancer. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we getting checked out. Getting your shit cleansed, nigga. You feel me? Excuse me. So I will say this as a Marvel fan, I'm very heartbroken that we're not gonna get to see Chadwick Boseman like in any more Marvel movies. As a fan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about what they're gonna do with the sequel that they were supposed to be working on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's done, you know.
I have an opinion about their timing of that. I mean, just the headline online was just like, it read, you know, Chadwick Boseman passes away, semicolon, Disney is unsure what to do with movie now. And I'm just, in my mind, I'm like,
who gives a fuck about that?
Not about you right now. Like, I understand you don't know what to do, but right this second, I don't care. And I feel like the only reason
who released that headline?
Online. This is just online, like online articles. I had read that headline in that full sentence, right? So here my mind goes in the conspiracy theories, right? And I'm like, the only reason that y'all said it like this was, we're unsure of how to move forward, is because you wanted the public to tell you what they wanted to do as far as you moving forward. You want to know, like, if we're going to be like, oh yeah, proceed, or we're going to be like, yeah, no, they shouldn't do it. You want us to tell you what to do. But that's just my opinion.
You know what I do think was super nasty?
What?
The treatment of Chadwick Boseman's Twitter account by all these politicians and
what do you mean?
And political media representatives and all that. Everybody pointing at like they pointed at like his last tweet, which was like some kind of tweet endorsing Kamala Harris or something along the lines. And you know, she's running with Joe Biden as his vice president.
Right.
I guess they're basically saying like they're trying to like guilt trip you into thinking like, oh hey, Chadwick Boseman would have voted for Joe Biden, you should too, type shit. That's kind of the scumbag maneuver that I was seeing, from like politicians and like they representatives and their advisements and all that.
That was tone deaf as shit.
Yeah.
That was super tone. Nobody gave a fuck about politics.
They kept quoting it like Chadwick's last tweet. Right.
You should do it because he's like, really?
Yeah, man.
Fuck politics.
RIP, man. Yeah, RIP Chadwick Boseman, man. And yeah, man, he'll live on. He'll live on forever, man. Through the legacy that he's created by way of his art. Yeah, absolutely. So he's lost, but definitely never forgotten. RIP Chadwick Boseman. It's episode 23, Be Some's podcast. Yeah, let's get to an interesting topic. Y'all listen to Joe Budden?
Yes.
I saw y'all in the chat. I saw y'all. I wanted to get involved, but I figured I would just save it.
Save it?
No, I figured I'd save it. Yeah. So basically, it looks like, from what I gathered, right, Tahiry went on some guy Jason Lee's show, and was and basically insinuated that. Well, not insinuated. She stated that she was a victim of an abusive relationship when she was with this nigga, and that he broke her nose. Or was it her jaw? It was nose. It was nose, right? Turns out that she was not lying about the abuse part, because I mean, Joe admits, you abused me. You know what I'm saying? So they were abusing each other. It sounds like, clearly. But the whole like getting hit in the nose thing, it turns out she's lying about that. And then there's something about her lying about having cancer or something like that, or
that's crazy.
Cancer scare. And I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Like, what's up with this chick? You know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing, and then when he said the thing that happened to her on the marriage boot camp shit with the nigga, that's when I was like, oh nah, I can't rock where shorty up. I can't do it. Cause she called the nigga and told him about what happened. And then when he said, well, what are we doing about this? She said, you just gotta watch the show.
For views. Some views. Fuck getting real help. Give me some views. A sick individual.
She's basically saying that. So when you see the clip of this come out, don't call me and ask if I'm okay, because I'm fine. Nothing.
That's what you took from it?
What else?
I don't know. I just painted her. She's a user.
I don't understand. Yeah, like that shit is crazy. Like that's wild. That's wild.
I got a few bones to pick about this topic.
Go ahead.
Like timeline, quiet.
Oh yeah, they super quiet.
I was like, oh, so where's the outrage for this? What happened? What we doing now? I guess we still, no disrespect, we still believe in all women. Some of them are liars.
Yes.
What about that? None of that is into question now?
No, she's a liar, nigga. Yes.
But yes, it should be
believe all women. Yeah, bro. Still got to.
And it's into proven guilty then? That's how we work out? All right. That I'm gonna tell that. I don't know.
Here's what I'm saying. So she lied. Yeah, she lied. She's a liar.
We didn't know that. We had to wait in anticipation for days. Meanwhile, he's getting burnt at the stake.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really surprised. I'm surprised that we even found that out. I did not think he was gonna address that at all.
No, I knew.
I didn't think he was gonna address that.
Yeah.
No, because
he's platform and he has to. He has to because his platform is so big.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, this is not the first time he's had like an abuse allegation thrown at him,
and that's why
one of his exes. So
it's probably time to be like, you know what? Let me speak up. Which I can commend him for that. It's like, yo, it's time to speak up.
Okay, you got a point. You got a point there. Contract running out. Think about to be a free agent again.
I don't even think
no. But what I'm saying is he's already in a mode of like, hey, I'm just sharing now. I'm giving y'all. Everything that I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all. I'm telling y'all now. The shit where he was like, "Oh, we're gonna save that for the next episode," and they never said nothing. He's telling us
a lot of it. You think that's it's about to happen? If he does that,
yeah. Oh, bro, I think we have like an avalanche of like truth that's coming.
This is gonna be magnificent. That's magnificent. That is one of the smallest plays I've probably ever seen in life. But
he's about to go out with the craziest bang ever.
Less on that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be accountable now, yo. You got to be get him out the paint. Get her out the paint. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, she's goofy.
But it's not only just goofy. Those, not for nothing, those words could kill people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If it was a real situation, he could have been in jail, or somebody could have shot him. Could have died. Somebody could have did something awful to him. Behind a lie.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, yo, that calls into question of the believe all thing, like believe all women. Not saying that all women are liars, but come on, you got to start getting the fucking. Let's get the facts. Let's hear the whole story.
Bruh, I'm not, yo, hold on. So let me say something. When I say believe all women, right? I don't mean like all women are telling the truth.
Okay.
That's not what that statement means.
Okay.
That statement means believe what they say. And if what they say turns out to be some bullshit, then we call that for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And then what? What if that happens? It's already happened to people that it would be a total lie. They spend their life in jail or they dead now. And now what? Oh well.
And then once we get to about like 60% of women that have told and got caught in said lie, then we can start saying that women ain't shit. How about that? That make it.
All right. Oh,
what? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
We're laughing. We're agreeing. It's fine.
Okay.
What I want you to say is people ain't shit, because that's the cold-blooded truth.
None of us are.
Well, in my opinion, in all this, as the female here, I agree with Cam though, because I saw a lot of when it first came out, like, oh, y'all are surprised to know that your favorite podcast guy did this. That's crazy. You're really surprised this happened, and then it comes out that he didn't. Y'all are really quiet when it comes to calling out Tahiry, and again agreeing with Cam. Had shit been taken to another level by the right people, per se, yes, people get hurt over shit like that, over their friends running to them or their family members running to them and saying, hey, this person did this to me. Well, now, like I said, if you got the right ones in your corner, they're ready to retaliate or do what have you. So it's just like lying on someone. And then on top of that, saying, oh, I fear my life and I kept this to myself for so long. I'm really trying to wrap my mind around the fact that, one, he had witnesses there. Two, this is on records in the hospital. Like, they write all this shit down in case you forgot to hear it. So, trying to collect a check, as you've always been doing since Love and Hip Hop, is wild to me, because it's just like you have to know that this man is professional enough to have a fucking paper trail of when people like you try to call him out on shit. And I fully appreciate him addressing in the beginning that, yes, I was toxic. Yes, I did do some things. However, let me tell you that I did not
that shit was crazy. Yeah, I was just like, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to tell it, let's tell it all. And I agree with that in any relationship. I'm not saying, it's always necessarily right hit for hit to retaliate or something like that. But it's like, if you're going to pull a knife out on a man and threaten his life, well, you have to know that maybe said man that you're dealing with, and you know in your mind what type of person you're dealing with, and whether or not you are about to get that knife turned back on yourself, or if they're going to try to, get it out of your hand or what have you. It's just like
you're exactly right, Ash. You cannot pull a knife.
You need to tell the 100% because you have to take ownership for your part too. And women.
You can't pull a knife on a guy and then only tell people that he stole you in the face.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
But come on, it's like let's keep it clear.
I hear you. No, that part that I do have an issue with the whole not being able to ask what happened instead of it's just a jump to just vilify somebody in a scenario instead of just saying, well, what exactly happened? Now it's just like, well, you don't believe me. Like, well, wait, what? We just asked a question.
Right.
I think because of this and because the way he addressed it, the pendulum will start to swing. The pendulum's going to swing.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're going to hear much about that ever again.
Yeah.
No. I'm not.
I think he did that in the butt.
No, I'm not talking about. Yeah, but that's for him. I'm thinking that society on a whole, the pendulum will start to swing. For him to admit and have growth and be like,
it's happening now. You said this would happen.
I think it eventually it'll swing.
The president.
The president.
It's cyclical. This is life.
Yeah,
life
exactly.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Him standing up and saying that and keeping it tall with everybody, like, yo, I was like this. That's growth.
Facts.
Yeah.
But he's talking that or not, it's growth, and you can't argue that. And number two, you can't define a person by the one incident. That's not who they are is in their entirety. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's real.
It's that Hitler as a child thing. Like, would you kill Hitler as a child? Nah, because he's innocent. He hasn't done nothing. But you're willing to kill an innocent child that has not done anything.
Well, see, I think the way that I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of weird on time traveling and shit, and I think that like if I was to kill Hitler as a child, that some other child would take Hitler's place.
Yeah, that may be.
So there would be another German boy Hitler was Austrian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Austrian.
There would be another Austrian boy that ends up leading the Nazi government.
So it's all for naught then?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
That's one theory.
Glass half empty kind of look at that. That was crazy, but I got
you. You get back to 2020 and it's like, fuck, nothing changed.
Exactly. All right.
It's like, nigga, he got a Hasselhoff mustache instead of a Hitler mustache.
Yeah. Oh, he got a Fu Manchu instead of the fucking paintbrush.
Shout to Brandy and Monica, man. 1.2 million on Versus.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
A Versus record. Ash, you was in there?
Of course I was in there. My entire life in the bedroom. I was just on my little phone watching. I was like singing everything from the top of my lungs. It was great. But it was also hilarious to watch the shade that was going back and forth because those two did not like each other.
It was shady in there.
Still,
I mean, maybe they reunited as far as like trying to be cordial because clearly they both trying to get the bag. But it's like you could just tell that Brandy may have been talking a little bit too much at some points, and Monica was just
she had poems.
She did have poems for some stuff, but they were They were short. It's not like she had like, you know, pages and pages of poems. Yeah, they were short, and they were just more so like introductions to the song. But it was just funny because their personalities are completely different. So, but overall, I loved it, and it was great. And my personal opinion, Brandy won. So I don't care what none of y'all have to say.
Don't take it personal.
Baby. We have it. Yo.
What's up with that? Why she look like Captain Crunch?
Who?
Look like Captain Crunch, no?
Hey. So
I didn't
listen
hear
up.
Captain Crunch. I heard Lord Farquaad, but okay.
Hey, speaking of Lord Farquaad, Sarah Sanders, Trump's former press secretary. Remember that lady?
Mm-hmm.
So she's writing a book, right? And apparently, while she was press secretary, Trump told her that if she was going to be a true patriot and like a real American, and she was really like, and she really wanted to make America great again, that she would take one for the team for Kim Jong-un, dictator of North Korea.
Hilarious. There's no end to what this man would do. There's no end.
At all.
Yeah, at this point, I'm convinced there's cameras.
What do you mean?
I'm convinced this is Presidential Apprentice. He is filming a fucking TV show in there. I promise you this is happening.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it now.
I can't believe you said that. That's hilarious.
A TV show.
I feel him because this is, if this was a comedy, it would be like top rated comedy all time. Like it would be the number one show of all time. Period. Game of Thrones could get the fuck out of here.
It's nuts, dude.
I can't believe that he said that to her, that's nuts. But why now? Why she wait? She should have just been like, yo, fuck this guy. I mean, but
she's writing a book. That's why, gotta sell books, man.
That money.
Yeah, people want to know what kind of crazy shit is happening.
And then furthermore, it's like, yeah, she probably could have said this shit when she resigned, but why resign? Save it for the book.
So she got fired?
No, she didn't get fired. She didn't get fired. She resigned, bro.
I was about to say his turnover rating is crazy.
Whoever her literary agent was or whatever that brought her the book deal, she probably got the deal before she quit in the first place. One, and they probably told her like, "Look, he told you that? Chill, don't even worry about it. We about to write this book for you real quick. We're gonna put your face on it, say that you wrote it, help by this nigga, and then 2 weeks before the book come out, boom, we're gonna tell them the story. That's how it go."
Oh, I wonder who else got mad dirt on him. I wonder what Sean Spicer.
Everyone that quit did.
Sean Spicer got something. Is Kellyanne Conway still there?
Jeff Sessions got all the dirt on cuz.
The Keebler elf. I don't ever want to hear him.
Not the Keebler elf.
Oh, shut up.
That's what he is.
Him and fucking Fauci look like two Keebler elves, bro.
Damn.
Fauci's dumb. Right. He looked like the head elf.
Damn. Do we know any cartoonists out there? Hey, Malik Bradford, can you draw a picture of Fauci being the Keebler elf? Yeah,
that would be dope. I'm gonna do that. Yo, but earlier we were talking about young Deion K, man, from Southeast DC.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about this, so
rest in peace to the young boy. He was shot and killed by police, but it doesn't appear to be one of those cop shoots unarmed black man type of thing. It's Southeast DC. Nigga gave it up a little different. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he, from what Ash said, she said she watched the body cam footage. I didn't watch it yet. Sounds like Youngin ambushed them niggas with the strap.
He ran up on him from behind.
He ran down on him and did he hit one of them? Did he shoot one of them? What happened?
Well, that he had hit Dion. He hit.
No, I'm saying no. You said the kid Dion walked up behind the cops.
Well, he was running. So the cop, in the cam footage, you can see him get out of the car and he starts like running down towards this park. There's two complexes, right? But they're in a parking lot and some stairs that lead down to a playground and field area. So the cop starts running towards that area, right? Because apparently they get called because some gangs are in the area. There's something happening where like a lot of policemen are getting called to this area. So the cop is running. You can see him running with his camera or whatever. And I didn't have the volume on because I don't like to hear gunshots if I'm not in the gun range. So basically you see him, he has his gun as he's running forward. Like he has it already, but doesn't see anybody. And then he ends up turning around. And I'm assuming either because his partner saw Dion coming at him or he heard Dion coming at him. Couldn't tell you because, like I said, my volume wasn't on. But you see him turn around and you see Dion about to pull something and he fires once. And then he proceeds to keep going. The cop with the cam on. And in my mind, I'm like, so he's not gonna stop. But I mean, at this point, other cops had shown up and tended to him. But he keeps going to look for, I guess, whoever else may be around. And then, you keep watching and a bunch of other cops show up. At this point, an ambulance is called to take Dion away. But according to the cop, he only fired once because, self-defense. It's a self-defense shot. Someone's charging at you or about to shoot you. You're going to shoot. You're trained to, I guess, shoot once, not shoot to kill.
Air quotes.
Quotations for Cam. But in my opinion, if he wanted to truly, shoot to kill, and like most cops have, if in all the past stories that we know of, these people are purposely leaning on necks for periods of time or purposely letting off rounds to make sure you're dead. In my opinion, if he wanted to do that, he easily could have as a cop, but that wasn't his intention. Oh, you're trying to, shoot me because this is my job. I'm gonna shoot around. So in my opinion, I can understand that as a self-defense. Now, unfortunately, the young man died from his one shot to the chest. So that is very unfortunate because I don't think that in any amount of time that I saw as quick as that turn happened, he had any control on where that bullet was really about to go on the man's body. As far as
So wait, hold up. Let me ask you. So the kid had a pistol on him too? Are you just trying to act the cop with the pistol?
So from what you see in the video, it's so quick when it happens. It's not like a full movie. You don't have a lot of details, right? But from what you see is him, you see the cop's cam running. Then you see him turn and shoot the guy. And you see the guy, he has his arm here because he's already reaching. And he gets shot, he falls, and the gun, he throws the gun away. The cop at this point has already turned back. In the background, Dion, except for another cop sending to him, calling the police and the ambulance and shit like that to save, try to save his life.
Damn, I ain't know nothing about that. That's crazy. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace to that kid.
And from what I see, it is unfortunate. It's just I'm not about to run and I don't know what you're, in my opinion, just as a grown-ass woman, I don't know what you're expecting to necessarily happen if you charge at a cop with a weapon. Like, I don't know. What are you expecting to happen to you, really?
I still kind of want to know what the full story is. It sounds to me like he was like
lose your life. I don't agree with that at all.
I don't know, Ash. I'm not about to sit here and say that he was like charging at the police. I know. I guess.
Hold on, I'm getting some feedback.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah.
Ash, you hear us? Wave if you hear us.
Yeah. Now I am.
Okay. All right.
Nah, but yeah. I mean, what I was saying was I don't know. I'm not so quick to be like, oh well, maybe he brought this upon himself. I don't necessarily believe that. I want to know what the full story was. You know what I'm saying? Why was he charging at a cop on camera, on the body camera? But why was he doing that? Maybe he might have just ran into that cop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I'm not about to sit here and say because they was marching. No. I got it up. I'm about to look at it. But they was out marching for that kid last night. They not rocking. DC is not rocking with this at all. They're not. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Another young black man, taken by the police. He was 18 years old. Shit is fucked up.
Yeah, man.
It ain't like he got into a whole shootout with the police. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. They ain't have to shoot him. He could have just put the gun on him and say, "Hey, drop the gun." You know what I'm saying? He ain't have to shoot him, but he did. Yeah, it was fucked up. And that's some bullshit. It didn't have to happen. But I don't know, man. We'll touch on something business related real quick. I'm sure Cam will be interested in this one before we get out of here. I only got a couple more minutes. I got to dip. 52 black ex-franchisees file a $1 billion lawsuit against McDonald's for racial discrimination, claiming they were set up to fail. This collective of 52 individuals operated more than 200 stores between 1988 to 2018, claiming that the company steered them to operate restaurants in economically depressed and dangerous locations and communities with higher rent and operating costs that were likely to generate lower sales than comparable ones elsewhere. What you think about
that? I think both are true. Like, did McDonald's set them up to be in a fucked up position? Absolutely. But also, you can't really blame McDonald's in certain aspects.
You gotta know that it's a McDonald's that you're about to open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, double-edged sword. They'll more than likely settle.
I mean, at the same time though, I would be kind of pissed off if I went to McDonald's and they're like, "Hey, well, this is where we got land at," because I don't know if you've seen the McDonald's movie.
Yes, I
did. The niggas buy the real estate.
Yeah, they're real estate investors.
And they tell you where the McDonald's is gonna be at. Mm-hmm. Remember that? They're like, "Hey, it's gonna be over here," and I would be upset if they put it into some neighborhood that the government is trying to gentrify, and it's fucked up right now. And me as a black franchisee of this McDonald's that I wanted to put in my neighborhood, I can't even keep it open now.
Yeah, but you can't
because they done fire everybody that live in the neighborhood. Everybody got to move out. Houses abandoned now. Now my McDonald's and now I can't operate no more. Now I gotta leave.
I understand that, but there's other economics surrounding it, so they can't just blame them alone. They can't blame McDonald's alone. They'll more than likely win this lawsuit because it's 52 of them, so it's almost at class action level.
They'll have to settle that lawsuit.
Yeah, they're gonna settle it, but both parties are to blame. You can listen out.
The only reason why I'm just so I find this interesting because I was actually like watching that movie about McDonald's last night.
But check this out, people. In business, you have the power to say no.
Right.
You be like, well, this is what we're going for you. No, I don't want that. And then if they don't want to give it to you, all right, cool. You know who else franchises out? Burger King, Taco Bell, Chipotle,
Tropical Smoothie.
You have options. That's the free market, bro.
White Castle.
You have the option to say,
Church's Chicken.
They also took that because they wanted the money. It wasn't even about really the community. And then they probably looked back in retrospect and was like, yo, this is fucked up. And it is.
Yeah, you're right. Because if it was about the community, they would have created a McDowell's.
You feel me?
That's real shit.
And that's what I have on that. I was gonna talk to you about Rachel Dolezal too, Electric Boogaloo, but I'm not. Save that.
Nah, we can save that. We can save that. We can save that. But
I need to get caught up on that.
Yeah, I gotta get going. But this has been a good one. Another great one. Episode 23, Beast Sounds Podcast, as always. If you see me, give me 6 feet of space. You can dab me with your forearm. Don't hit me with your hands at all. None of that shit. What else? If you see me with a mask on. If you see me with a mask with one of those little holes in them, so I can sip my drink, just fucking mind your business, nigga. You're supposed to give me 6 feet anyway. You know what I mean? This is episode 23. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.